Alright, and welcome to our commentary on Shovel Knight with Kevin, James, and John.
Hello.
Yep.
I was gonna say, Yacht Club Games, honestly, this is their only game, but they're kind of a little bit well known because a lot of their members used to work for Way Forward, which you guys would probably know more for the Shantae series and such.
I've at least heard of it.
Yeah. I was gonna say, the newest Shantae game just came out, but I haven't picked it up because I don't have any money at the moment, so. But no, it's pretty basic. They tried to emulate the NES style as much as they possibly could, which I think that there's one way they did that a little bit too much. I would have liked if they had done the triggers, like left trigger and right trigger, to be able to scroll through your sub-weapons, and you can't do that, so. That's my one complaint about this game, honestly. But nah, here we have your typical NES story. Two friends were traveling, they went to the Tower of Fate, the cursed amulet wrought a terrible magic. Shovel Knight lost Shield Knight, who we can at least assume that he at least liked, because, you know, they were traveling companions, if not more.
Yeah.
And then he decided to put that shovel towards, you know, good stuff. And then, out of nowhere, the Enchantress came with her Order of No Quarter. So, you know, your typical story.
Yep.
I know that they were originally going to try for only NES colors, but I think that they couldn't quite do that because the game looks a little bit prettier than an NES game.
I would say
yeah,
this looks more SNES.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it looks like, I would say 12-bit, I suppose? Kind of like NES combined with SNES. Also, I would probably say don't expect the best run. While I like Shovel Knight, I'm not great, as you just saw, since I got hit by the first enemy that was on screen, so.
Yeah.
Also, it had been like a year since I last played Shovel Knight, so I'm gonna use that to my excuse as well.
No Johns, man.
But no, Shovel Knight honestly had a pretty successful Kickstarter and then took off since then, so they tried to do a couple different ways that you can act, yeah, it's really fun. They combined parts of DuckTales with the game too, as you can tell since I'm pogoing around on my shovel, so. The music is really good too. They actually have the music available for sale on Bandcamp, I think it is. And the composer for that is Jake Kaufman, who still works at Way Forward, but like the music for this game is really amazing.
Yeah, it definitely gives off the NES and SNES feel.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's definitely what they were going for. I was gonna say, aside from PC, Wii U, as well as 3DS were the first consoles that came for, and then the later versions came later. So, and we still haven't got any extra content for the later versions, unless you include the amiibo, which we'll get to the amiibo later on, because I had some technical difficulties with recording, so unfortunately I had to record a second time. So, instead of recording the exact same way I did the first time, I recorded with the amiibo, and that changes up a fair amount of the game, actually.
Okay.
And they
So it's like 15.
they introduced DLC.
They have introduced free DLC. They have you saw at the title screen that I could choose between Shovel Knight as well as, I believe it's Plague Knight. That's free DLC, and that actually happens to that's an action. You play through the exact same levels, although they're tweaked, but it is a different story and a different gameplay style.
Okay.
Supposedly for the next DLC, it's going to be a lot of things are going to be changed, but we'll wait and see on that because it takes them about a year to complete DLCs because it's a pretty small team. I'm honestly just going to kind of worried they're going to run out of money because they kickstarted this and they sold 1 million copies, but at the same time, you know, if they're doing everything for free.
Yeah.
But, I mean, they're probably doing well enough because I think they've been helping out with various other games. I just can't remember which other games. So.
Yeah, I'd imagine they're doing pretty well. They're giving DLC out for free and aren't at least trying to money grab it for like $2.
The thing is, if they did... Oh, I was going to say, we can go back to our Kickstarter conversation for that. If they didn't give it out for free, there'd be such an uproar because they promised, I think, 3 campaigns in their Kickstarter for free. Like this one plus 3 DLC campaigns.
Yeah.
Yeah, so... If they didn't do it, they might lose a lot of respect. Like, I'd be fine with it. You know, honestly, go ahead. I understand. But other people may not be so... yeah.
If you promised that a specific rock is going to be red, and it ends up being yellow in the final product, people will demand a class action lawsuit.
Yep.
They will, but as I said, considering the fact that just how much development goes into these games, like... I'm looking at their page right now. The original Shovel Knight came out in 2014. Then the free DLC came out 2015. They skipped 2016 because I think the Amiibo came out in 2016, which, sure, whatever, that's fine. But, and then 2017 is when the next free DLC is coming out, so they haven't really published any games for a while. They did, or create any games. They are actually publishing, Azure Striker Gunvolt, so... They are actually publishing games now, so I guess they're trying to publish Japanese indie games, because the Azure Striker Gunvolt series is by MT Creates, which made the Mega Man Zero series, so...
Interesting.
As well as the ZX series, I believe. Yeah, they are very Japanese, yeah. I was gonna say, I think they also... I'm pretty sure MT Creates also happened to help with the Mighty No. 9 while we're on stuff that people are going to be super upset about for Kickstarters.
It's better than nothing.
Yeah, it's better than prom night at...
Yep.
What was the quote? Like, better than an anime night at prom or something? Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking with those ads. But no, I'm a little bit worried, honestly, because they can. As you said, as I said, Mighty No. 9, I'm a little bit worried, mainly just because I did back Bloodstained, and they are helping make that. But at the same time, they made the Mega Man Zero series, and that played really well. So
yeah, it might have just been
I'm not sure.
With Mighty No. 9.
It could have been. I mean, they did Mega Man 10 as well, Mega Man 9. And then the Mega Man ZX series, so it's like they've got some pretty well established games under their belt. As you said, it may have just been one bad game.
Yeah, even
then we have...
No Man's Sky
Go ahead.
wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I was gonna say, now we have Shadow of the Night, Do Not Steal. He has a little bit more character than Shadow the Hedgehog, though, I won't lie. Which is sad considering he can't talk.
Swapped.
No, he's not. But no, he's basically... He's the first boss on the game, and he's not too bad, as I say, as I just get smacked in the face with a shovel. I'm still gonna go with the fact that it had been... what was it, a year and a half? Yeah. I hadn't really played this, honestly, since the DLC came out last year, so... Because it's like, I don't think I actually die to him. I come close, obviously, but I don't die.
Yeah.
Yep.
The other part is, you don't have any sub-weapons at the moment, so that... Sub-weapons do obviously help out a lot, but Kind of like a Mega Man game, you gotta earn them first. But yeah.
Yeah, you did get close. You were about 2 hits away from death.
Yep.
I was 2 hits away. I don't think he's my most annoying. I don't think he's the most. I'm trying to remember which boss I would find the most annoying in the game.
He didn't
The
seem
one that I
hard at all.
recall the. No, he's not, honestly. As I said, I think I was just rusty, because when I started playing through this on the Amiibo one later on, it's like, oh, I didn't have any problems finishing him off at all. Oh hey, what's Shield Knight doing there? Just falling through the sky. Hey, you gotta stop spoiling these things, James.
Hey, I haven't ever played this game before. I was just like, oh, come on.
It's pretty obvious, though. I agree.
Yeah.
There's an achievement, by the way, for that, but I'd already unlocked the achievement. Only you can prevent forest fires, so that's pretty cute.
Okay.
But yeah, it's pretty obvious, honestly, if you... Yeah. We'll just wait till the end of the game for that, though.
To understand what I think the spoiler is.
Yeah. And here they're making fun of the fact that a shovel isn't a weapon.
I mean, I'd probably do the same thing if someone in this thick, heavy, foreboding horned armor walks in, just carrying a shovel.
Yep.
That's true, but a shovel can hurt really bad if you smack it against someone.
I guess if you spec into blunt weapons.
Yeah, that's true. Just gotta spec up your strength, right?
You know?
Strength and constitution, that's about it.
You know, in the Elder Scrolls Skyrim, they did away with the whole blunt weapons. Like Mormon had spears, but they took away different kinds of weapons. They simplified it at least. But you could spec into blunt weaponry, like an Oblivion, and a shovel could do damage.
I forgot they did that. I haven't played... I don't think I've played Skyrim since I beat the main quest, and then I was like, alright, I've had enough.
Yeah, the main
I know everybody likes Skyrim, but...
It's more... I mean, it's not terrible, but I think it's overrated in that... I mean, it was sort of like a gateway for me to the other Elder Scrolls games, but it's a shame if people don't play the other ones and get a feel for the other ones, because Oblivion is just a world of its own, and Morrowind I still have to get back to, because I'm already like 41 hours in and I've barrely even touched the main story, because I'm off doing quests like Eve's Guild, Morak.
That's what I've heard, because it's like, I've been working on finishing Oblivion, I just haven't yet, I guess. Oh, and the Switch you can talk to tells you all the facts, so... Except for she's not a witch. She's just called Grandma Swamp. And there's a hidden room here with a lady. And I think this is the piece of music that's about to play, I think it's my favorite piece in the game, so... I really like this piece, actually. It's just a little, mini-game at the moment, but you can unlock... I think there is some stuff you can unlock for doing this. Not that I can remember what it is at the moment. You unlock a little bit of money, and you unlock another music sheet, which you want to unlock the music sheets in this game, because each music sheet gives you 500 gold, and the gold can help out a lot.
The gold is hard to come by in this as it is in Tales of Symphonia.
No, thankfully. It's actually super easy to get the gold, but it's still nice to have as much extra as you can. Like, as of this moment, yeah, it's... Yeah, see. You get a little bit of money and then...
Okay.
There's also an achievement you can get for unlocking all the music too, so that might be worth it as well. It doesn't really matter on the Wii U, because... And here we have Bad Pun Dad, by the way, because he just tells a bunch of bad puns the entire time. But it's just fun to read his... It's fun to read his stuff.
Yeah.
Like, they're really bad. They're really bad. But no, I was gonna say, honestly, money doesn't do too much. Like, once you get to the later 6th of the... Or, once you beat the first 6 Order of No Quarter, money pretty much has no value.
Okay.
For the first bit, you're probably strapped a little bit, but not too badly. And you definitely want the fishing rod, because the fishing rod, you'll see why.
Usually that's going to be the case. I believe in RPGs, the later in the game you go, the more money you'll have, the more useless it's going to be.
Yeah, and that's still going to happen with Shovel Knight. Like, or not Shovel Knight, Tales of Symphonia, but... But yeah. Yeah, like, it's used exactly for what you think it was for, but you'll see.
Okay.
Yeah, typically you wouldn't see that in the game, but, I mean, yeah. I think we're actually going... Oh, I pressed the wrong button.
What's the fish get you, if you fish?
Various things. And this one you only know about... This one's hidden, so you probably wouldn't know about that. This one, unless somebody tells you or you just decide to fish everywhere.
Yeah.
So, like, for here we get a music piece. But basically, various things. Music pieces, other things, gold, stuff like that. But it's typically always worth it because you get money, and then there's one other thing that you can fish up, but I'll leave that to be a secret as well until we fish it up. And the first time that you get the Ichor, you have to watch this about minute-long dance sequence. It's pretty unique, to put it lightly. Yeah, I think it's a fish combined with a cherry? I don't know.
Either a cherry or an apple.
Those look like apples you fished up earlier.
It probably is an apple then. I mean, it's called the Truple King, so trout, apple, probably apple.
Yeah, and cherries don't have the leaves that are under stems.
Yeah, that's true. And he spits up the juice that we use, so...
Interesting.
Yeah. Then Shield Knight is... or not Shield Knight, King Knight is honestly fairly easy in the game, so... Honestly, Shield Knight... or, darn it. King Knight is a little bit easier than Spectre Knight. Spectre Knight can have you a little bit in a bind because of how he acts, but he's not too bad at the same time. As you can see, the fishing rod isn't exactly 100%. What was that?
Does he go ethereal? Just unable to be hit by anything?
No, he does. No, thankfully he doesn't do that. Although, since you mentioned that, the sub-weapon you get from his stage does do that, so...
Okay.
Yeah. So he can't do that, but you can. I'm sure that, honestly, once we get the next DLC is for him, actually, so I'm sure that we'll do that first DLC. And then, I'll point out once we get there, but there's checkpoints that you can have in the game that you can also destroy to get money, but the thing is, obviously, to destroy the checkpoints, you have to go further back.
Yeah, and if money gets so worth later on, it seems like a bad investment.
Yep.
It would be for the later stages, I would agree. For the earlier stages, like this one, it's not too bad of an idea. I was gonna say, that's the one thing I hate about flickering after you've been hit. Sometimes it can be hard to see where the character is due to the recording. All those fishes are worth 350 gold, by the way, so not a bad idea to fish them up. Now, why a fish is worth 350 gold, that I can't tell you.
Alright. Are they golden fish?
I think they're golden fish, but I'm not positive at the same time.
I know that in the Daisy mod for Arma that a friend of mine play every now and again, it's actually a pretty good investment to just get a fishing trawler and go out and fish during a zombie apocalypse, because apparently trout and tuna are worth tens of thousands of dollars.
Oh, nice.
So while everyone else is off Hunger Games killing each other over their equipment, we're all off going fishing.
Are you playing the Arma mod or the actual Daisy?
Oh, the Arma 2 mod. I didn't feel like getting
Okay.
this standalone. The standalone is buggy. It's
No.
basically comes down. The standalone is easier to run and just get started up, but it's not as good as the mod, which is hard to get started up, but it has way more content and mod in it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can't get the mod started up, and I've been trying for a while, but I've never had any success, so that's why I was curious.
Yeah, there's a specific launcher you have to use, I think.
Is there? Okay. I might have to try that then, because it's like I saw that they had it in a Humble Bundle. I think it was about a year ago now. So I was like, alright, I'll pick that up, that way I can play it, and I never got it to work, so it's like, whatever. It was in a Humble Bundle, so I'm not too concerned.
Yeah, it's fun, you just can't, I don't know, you can never be the good guy. I mean, you can technically be a hero, but you don't get much of a chance to be a hero, because everyone will shoot you on sight. You can't make friends unless you're in a safe zone. Everyone will shoot you on sight.
I was gonna say, it's kind of like Rust, then.
Yeah, I mean, there's one guy who did, it's actually pretty interesting. He did social experiments, like proper ones, not like, oh, prank, whatever. He did one where he would give people he'd give people a jammed pistol, and then ask for it back and see if they would be willing to shoot him, and most of them did. He did another one where he would see if a stranger would risk their life to save his in a hostage situation, and I think some people actually did.
Okay.
There was, he came across that Christian, actually, who, there was a gunfight going on, and he refused to fight because he said he was a pacifist, but he willingly gave his life to protect the guy when he got taken hostage.
That is pretty cool, actually, huh? I might have to show me that video sometime, because that sounds pretty interesting, actually.
It was cool. They were hunkered down in a church, and they were just cooking food and everything, and he did the whole fake hostage situation, and the guy said, sorry, I can't fight, do what you want to do, but if I die here, I die here.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I know that most Christians don't, I mean, as long as, just war theory, so it's like, I don't know of many that don't. I know that they just had one come out for Hacksaw Ridge, but I can't remember which denomination that was.
Probably Quaker. I know Quakers are
Yeah.
Quakers are being phased out shortly, or slowly but surely, aren't they? There's not many Quakers anymore?
No, because they don't use or adhere to a lot of the technology we have, I think. They're pretty centered here in Pennsylvania, but in the specific areas. Mostly rural.
I was gonna say, I think that there's a couple here in Iowa. I know this obviously doesn't have anything to do with Quakers, but I know we have Quaker Oats here, so I don't know.
Yeah. Never know, it might actually have been started by Quakers or something.
I think Quaker Oats was started by Quakers.
I don't know, it's got the pilgrim on it.
Yeah, I can't remember the story, because, yeah. I was gonna say, I actually think that Quakers are one of the denominations, aside from, the 6 that's sprout up every day, that I don't know much about now that I think about it.
Yeah, they mostly keep to themselves, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said I've known a few, but they don't really tend to go out proselytizing and all that.
Yeah, they were also,
right.
They were some of the forefronts, I think, in Christian feminism, if I remember right.
Okay.
Of Christian feminism?
Yeah, I don't know how they were. I think they treated all roles specifically equal. I don't know if they don't have priests, but they didn't necessarily favor a specific gender for a specific role. I can't remember correctly, but they were pretty, guess, egalitarian in that aspect.
Okay.
I hear that. I was gonna say, I know that the Catholic, as much as people like to deny it, the Catholic Church is mostly pretty equal. The main thing, obviously, being the difference on is priest, but
yeah.
It's mostly pretty good, and it's like, you know, obviously there's other things that women can obviously do, just that they're better at than men, and vice versa. It's just people these days don't like admitting that there's something they can't do for some reason.
Yeah, that's what theology of the body is. That we're equal in a sense that we can do things that each other can't do, but we mesh together well.
Yeah, I mean that's really true, because it's like, I mean, my wife's better at things than I am, you know, vice versa. So. I do have to find some of the enemy designs in this game really interesting, by the way, like how they have rats on a helicopter.
Or these rocking horse jousting things.
Yes, those two. Honestly, the game is very pretty, and it clashes pretty well with itself.
Yeah, the way the colors... Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. Like, they've obviously got a lot of use out of whatever palette they're using.
Yeah.
As you might have been able to tell by now, there's a lot of secrets in the game, so pretty much whenever you can find something, it's typically a good idea to go for it. Because it can get you extra money, which, as I said, not terribly useful later on, but early game it's not bad. It can be fun to see how much money you can get in a run, though, if you don't spend any money.
Yeah, I guess if you're going for, I don't know, maybe a speed run.
Yeah, a speed run, or there is an achievement, actually, where you're not supposed to spend any money, so... And you'll see there that I just opened up the menu screen. Typically, on the Wii U version, I won't do that. Mainly just because you can use the Wii U gamepad most of the time to do that. That's the other thing I was talking about, by the way. You can get one of the Triple King's apprentices, or whatever you want to call it, minions. I can't remember. But yeah, basically he comes along, fills up one of your cups again, and that's about it.
Okay.
Nothing too terribly, you know, amazing, but helpful enough. And these platforms, if you are disappearing platforms, if you don't move fast enough, they'll disappear from underneath you. So.
I'm guessing that's bad.
That is, in fact, bad. I was gonna say, there's bottomless pits. That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say, we're almost to the first boss, so he's not too much. He's not too bad.
Wasn't the night
seem to have had a
first?
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
So
That's
King
right.
Knight.
Okay, King Knight. He's the first Order of No Quarter boss, I should say. The first true boss, because his health bar isn't only at 5 bars. He's at 10. And that Ichor I don't use very well, but that's supposed to grant you invulnerability for 10 seconds, which it did. However, it doesn't stop you from being able to be stunned.
Okay.
And that confetti does damage you, by the way, in case you're wondering what damage means.
Oh, I noticed.
It's
Okay.
I barely even I mean, I saw the health bar when he. It wasn't until you mentioned it that I noticed he started taking damage. It's so soft.
Yeah. But yeah, honestly, not bad. Yeah. I didn't really need to use that healthy core at the end, but I figured I don't really want to have to do the boss fight over again, so just finished him off there.
They seemed easier than the.
Which is kind of sad, because What was that?
It seemed easier than the previous boss.
He is an easier boss. That's why I really shouldn't have had to use the healing Ichor. It was kind of dumb that I did use it. It was kind of dumb how much damage I took in the first place. But I don't claim to be great at the game. I just claim to like the game. So it's a cute little game, and honestly, I'm glad they're still making free DLC for it.